A political leader closer to home must also weather plunging popularity numbers. Governor Rick Scott says he won't raise taxes, can't avoid big budget cuts, and isn't worried about his poll numbers. News Channel 5's Michael Williams sat down with the governor on Singer Island today. Michael?
He defended those budget cuts, said he has a plan for the future, although many are criticizing that blueprint. Governor Scott says he's making the tough choices, but I asked him about growing worries that middle-class Floridians are going to soon feel the pinch from higher college tuition to higher property insurance rates, even as he tries to cut taxes elsewhere. Pleasure to see you, Governor. Doing well. How are you, Governor?
I met Governor Scott on Singer Island, and he sidestepped a storm that is brewing. Lawmakers may send him a measure to raise property insurance rates up to 25% for Citizens, the insurer of last resort that says it is sorely underfunded.
Will you sign that into law, or will you oppose that?
The bill that I'm focused on is a bill that's going to deal with the systemic problems with Citizens.
Governor Scott must cope with a contradiction when it comes to your pocketbook. He wants to cut business and property taxes, even though Republican lawmakers say there is little room to do so.
But you don't believe in tax increases?
Tax increases clearly kill jobs.
On the other hand, Scott will not rule out those insurance hikes. More college tuition hikes are on the way. Social service cuts are looming, and middle-class state workers may soon have to contribute up to 5% of their salaries to the state pension fund.
And to those who say you're more inclined to help those who already have instead of those who are dispossessed and do not, what do you say?
You look at my background, and it doesn't make any sense for anybody to think that way. If you look at all my decisions, it's how do you get people to work?
And Scott must contend with the new Quinnipiac poll that says his disapproval rating has shot up from 22% to 48% since he took office.
This poll seems to suggest that you're not listening to a lot of Floridians.
I'm making the tough decisions. I'm prioritizing a budget. I'm walking into a $3.8 billion budget deficit, right? That I'm going to prioritize how that money's spent. As you know, I didn't get elected and I didn't run for office to try to be the most popular.
Whether Governor Scott can convince Floridians the deep budget acts now can promote prosperity and more security later is the challenge he and other lawmakers wrestle with now and in the future.
Now, how about the fact that the governor is responding to worries about education cuts? The possibility that this is going to frighten businesses away from Florida and not bring in any new jobs.
He dismisses that suggestion, Jim. He argues that in time we will get our education ship righted and that it's not all about money. As he said in our interview, he said it's also about more accountability and more choice for parents. You have to see how that plays out, though, with Floridians who are worried across a broad range of issues. And you can see my full interview with the governor on To the Point. That's at 10 a.m. Sunday here on News Channel 5. You can also watch it now on WPTV.com.